Sorry, konja delay I just went to sip a cup of coffee. Yeah, so I'm back. We'll do questions. Nama last time the question paper solve பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். So we have done that question paper solving. So இப்போ வந்து we will see neat model questions. இதுவும் question paperல இருந்து I have extracted, but from other previous years. So 2020. So அந்த மாதிரி I have taken from different uh, years. So mixture of different years question paper is what we are seeing. So ஒன்னொன்னா நம்ம வந்து we will solve and we'll move ahead. So here is the first question on screen. நீங்க இதை try பண்ணலாம். I think this is quite simple தான். So matching of column 1 and column 2, list 1 with list 2. So what are the correct options out of the 4? You can just try out. Radio waves. So wavelengths கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. நீங்க waves ஓட அந்த wavelength match பண்ணி ஆகணும். So you need to match and then let me know which option would be the most correct option given here. Yeah, so you can try it out. First, radio waves. So which is the frequency of wavelength of radio waves as per the given list? A is 1, 2, 3 or 4. Radio waves have highest wavelength or least wavelength?
Highest wavelength.
Correct. So which is highest? Obviously the second one. So A வந்து 2 தான். Okay. அப்புறம் what about micro?
3 sir. 10 power minus 2 meter.
ஆமா 10 power minus 2. So that is 3. Good. So A 1 அப்புறம் B வந்து 3. Infrared radiations minus 2 அதுக்கு அடுத்ததா இருக்கும். So next smallest one 10 power minus 4, isn't it? And then X-rays would be 10 power minus 10. Correct. So which is the option?
Option 4.
Yes, option 4. Let me just mark it. So here the answer is option 4. So I'll just put it here as 4. So then moving on to the next one. Okay. Here comes the next question. Yeah, I hope you're able to see it now. Here comes the next question. Yes, vandiruchu. Yeah, an ideal gas undergoes 4 different processes from the initial state, which is shown in the figure. So ideal gas one is undergoing different processes. So those processes are adiabatic, isothermal, isobaric, and isochoric. The curve which represents the adiabatic process among 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in the curve வந்து adiabatic process represent பண்ணுது. The axis is pressure versus volume, pressure along y-axis and volume is given along x-axis. So
option 2 sir.
Which one is the answer? Option 2. Very good. That is option 2. Correct. Option 2 தான். So எப்படி option 2 ன்னு establish பண்ணீங்க? That's right.
Sir, 1 isobaric, 4 isochoric, 3 isothermal sir. So 2 adiabatic.
So 2 has to be adiabatic. Correct. அப்புறம் relationship wise நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so it is, how is it related? The change in pressure to the change in volume. So delta P upon delta V நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா, it is going to be on a declining curve. இல்லையா? So it is gamma. It is minus gamma times P. So negative அப்படிங்கிறதுனால it has to be a declining curve. Okay, so that's the reason we take it as the second one. The curve marked 2 is the correct answer. Okay, quite simple. இதெல்லாம் easy தான். So if you know the relationship, it is very simple for us to do it. Sure. Moving on to the next one. Here comes the next question. Yes. The angular speed of a flywheel moving with a uniform angular acceleration changes from 1200 rpm to 3120 rpm in 16 seconds. What is the angular acceleration? So you need to calculate what is the angular acceleration. So angular acceleration is given by alpha, which is equal to change in angular velocity upon time. இல்லையா அந்த ஃபார்முலா நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஸோ அந்த ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணி எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு ரெவல்யூஷன்ஸ் per minute கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. So use the formula alpha is equal to change in angular velocity upon time. Yeah.
Second option, sir.
Second option, 4 pi. Yeah, 4 pi is correct. But how did we get 4 pi? So alpha is equal to, okay, this is highlight option. 1 second. Let me go back. Yeah, it is second is right. Yeah, second option is correct. So we can say alpha is equal to formula change in angular velocity upon time taken. So change in angular velocity is final omega minus initial omega upon time taken. So on the relationship then we use பண்ணி ஆகணும். What is final omega? Number of revolutions per minute வந்து நீங்க you can change it in terms of radians. So you need to do the changes, go for a conversion, அதுக்கப்புறம் you are substituting. Okay, so 3120 நம்ம அதை வந்து how can we write it in terms of radians per second? Per minute கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, மினிட்டை வந்து நம்ம செகண்ட்ஸ்ல கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி ஆகணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ இன்டூ 2 pi by 60. ஆமாம், இன்டூ 2 pi divided by 60 பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get it in terms of radians per second. Okay, simple as that. So you do it and you can easily go for a conversion. Okay, so how much are you getting? How much is 3120 rpm in terms of radians per second if you convert?
104.
Yeah, ma. So 3210 times 2 pi upon 60. If you are the one simplify panninga abdina, you will get 104 or is it 107? I think 107, right? 107 pi varum. So adhe mari initial angular velocity pathina, if you go for a conversion, so appropriately you will be getting
400 pi.
ஆமா. So appropriate அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க அதை common out எடுத்து you just go for a simplification. So finally you will get 4 pi as the answer. 3120 minus 1200 divided by 16 into 2 pi by 60. இதை நீங்க simplify பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get 4 pi. Okay, the solution is quite simple. எனக்கு வந்து I'm using a word file today, so that stylus is not working. So that's the reason I'm not able to type everything here. Sorry, so that's the approach of doing it. Okay, so the answer is 4 pi. இங்க வந்து the solution, just write the answer key. It is 4 pi. Okay, moving on to the next question. Yeah, here comes the next question. Yes, in the given circuits, மூணு circuit கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. I hope you're able to see it. So in this, the potential drop across both the PN junctions are equal. Where is it equal? In which of these circuits it is going to be equal? I hope you're able to see it. Yes. So where is it equal? So எப்போ potential drops வந்து சேமா இருக்கும்? Biasing வந்து if its biasing is going to be same, in that case it's going to be same. ரெண்டுமே forward bias இல்ல ரெண்டுமே reverse bias இருந்து அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா it's going to be same. So which of them are having same biasing? Correct. Option A, figure A and C. What bias it is? Forward or reverse?
Forward bias.
Very good. Both of them, A and C, are in forward bias. So அது ரெண்டுமே சேம் biasing தான். அப்போ அதோட potentials கூட சேமா தான் இருந்தாகணும். So therefore, because A and C are having the same type of biasing, which is forward biasing, so therefore that is going to be the answer. So answer is A and C. So it will be option 4 in this case. சரிங்களா? Good. So based on the biasing, we can easily say. So reason is, I will write the reason also. Because A and C are forward biased. Okay, moving on to the next question. Here comes the next question. Yes. Yeah, a biconvex lens has radii of curvature 20 centimeter each. So biconvex lens கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, radius of curvature also is given. Refractive index of the material is 1.5. Then what is the power of the lens? If refractive index is going to be 1.5, you will have to estimate what is the power of this lens. So it's from ray optics, you can try it. So power of the lens formula you can use. Okay, because it's a biconvex lens, you will have to again think appropriately. So find the effective focal length. Focal length நமக்கு தேவை. Lens makers formula relationship use பண்ணி focal length first கண்டுபிடிங்க. Focal length கண்டுபிடிச்ச அப்புறம் power formula நீங்க substitute பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get what is the power. ஓகேங்களா?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just try it. Lens maker formula is 1 by f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So on the relationship we need to use. R1 or R2 is 20 only. R1 is 20, R2 is minus 20. Mu வந்து 1.5 எடுத்துக்கோங்க. 1.5 in terms of fraction, if you're going to write, it's 3 upon 2. So you simplify it and let me know what is the answer that you're getting. Yeah, first in the second formula வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
Plus 5D.
Okay, very good. Power is 5 diopters, that's correct. So focal length எவ்வளவு வந்துச்சு? Focal length 20 centimeters. You got? Okay, good. So answer is plus 5D. The third option here. Very good. Moving on to the next one. Okay. Here we go. Next question on the screen. Yes. Graph which shows the variation of de Broglie wavelength lambda of a particle and its associated momentum. So lambda versus p, momentum. So which graph is most appropriate?
Option 4, sir.
Yes, option 4. Easy in the question. Yeah, lambda with h by p then. H is nothing but constant, Planck's constant. So you can write lambda is inversely proportional to momentum. So which one is inverse relationship? Obviously it is the fourth one. Okay. So the answer is the fourth one. Good. So the reason is as de Broglie wavelength lambda or wavelength is inversely proportional to related to momentum. Hence option 4 is correct. Okay, moving on to the next one.
நோட் பண்ணிட்டேன் வீட்டில் தான் இருக்கேன். இது வந்து என்னோட தான் தெரியும், அவனோட தெரியாது. இல்லை இல்லை ஆமாம்மா நீ வேறு.
Yeah, here is the next question. Yeah. Seventh question. As temperature increases, the electrical resistance. What happens to the electrical resistance? Temperature increase Archana. What happens to the electrical resistance? 4 options are there.
Option 3, sir. Increases for conductors,
Yes.
decreases for semiconductors.
Semiconductors, yes. So as temperature is going to increase, the resistivity of the conductor will increase. Hence, resistivity increases now, so electrical resistance is also going to increase. Yeah, now I will tell you R is equal to rho L by A அப்படினு. However, for semiconductor, what's going to happen? It's going to decrease with temperature. So therefore, the most appropriate answer is option 3. Okay. Fine, moving on to the next part.
நீட் எல்லாம் ஒன்று தான். நீட் ஜே ரெண்டு காலம் ஒரு கம்பைன் பண்ணி தான் எடுக்கணும். ஜெயின் முடிஞ்சு போச்சுப்போம். எங்களுக்கு ஒரு பையன் 98%, ஒருத்தர் 94.88. ஸ்டில் they may not get NEET. 98% கெடுத்தா கிடைக்கும்.
Now here comes the next question. Yes. The dimensions ml t power minus 2 a power minus 2 belongs to எந்த ஒரு physical quantity வந்து இது குறிக்குது? So which physical quantity does this dimensional formula represent? You have m, you have l, mass இருக்கு, length இருக்கு, time inverse square இருக்கு, அப்புறம் ampere is also inverse square. So what does it symbolize or what does it signify or denote? Is it magnetic flux or self-conductance or magnetic permeability or electric permittivity?
நீட்டு கம்மிங் சண்டேனால இப்போ 5 மணி கிளாஸ் வச்சுருக்கேன். நடந்துகிட்டே இருக்கிற ரவுண்டு கிளாஸ். நாளைக்கு 5 மணிக்கு எடுப்பேன், 8 மணிக்கு ஒரு டீச்சர் எடுப்பேன். வேறு 3 பேர் பண்ணுறேன்.
No idea? சரி. So here,
எடுப்பான் இது எடுப்பான்.
if you see, it is the magnetic permeability. So who can tell me what is the formula for magnetic
இது வந்து இன்னைக்கு
permeability?
டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுறோம். கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறது
Henry.
ஸோ
இல்ல, ஹென்ரி வந்து இஸ் யூனிட் ஆஃப் இண்டக்டன்ஸ். நான் கேட்கறது வந்து இந்த மேக்னெட்டிக் பெர்மியபிலிட்டி. மியூ நாட். ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இட் இஸ் மியூ நாட். இட் இஸ் ரெப்ரசென்டிங் மியூ நாட்.
Yes, sir.
ஓகே, இட் இஸ் ஃபார் மியூ நாட். எப்சிலான் நாட் கண்டிப்பா வராது, பிகாஸ் யூ நோ தட் எப்சிலான் நாட் ஹஸ் காட் டிஃபரண்ட் யூனிட்ஸ்.
ரிலேட்டட்ல
So Coulomb's relationship la irundha you can draw the you can get to know what is the formula. So you will not get ml t power minus 2 a power minus 2.
துர்கேஷ்
Self inductance formula, okay, திரும்பி நீங்க அதை apply பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா there also you will not get, because self inductance is nothing but L change in di by dt. So that and the relationship kuda varadu. Magnetic flux also you will not come. dA, it is dA cos theta. So that also won't come. Odd one out da நீங்க இங்க பண்ண வேண்டியது. First one வராது, second one வராது, third one will come, fourth one வந்து epsilon naught. So epsilon naught is a electric permittivity or permittivity of free space. So that is also not going to come. So individually நீங்க வந்து unit substitute பண்ணி simplify பண்ணீங்கன்னா you can see that 1, 2 and 4 would not come into the picture of ml t power minus 2 a power minus 2, and hence whatever is left out is magnetic permeability. So answer is magnetic permeability. Mu naught da is the answer for this. So answer is option 3. Okay, now go with odd man out here in such cases, so that you can eliminate the wrong ones and find out which is the right one. Third one in this case. Sure. Next.
அது ஆகும். ஆனா அம்மா நான் கொஞ்சம்
Next question போலாம்.
சரி பண்ணி போட்டு.
Okay, I think this also you will answer it.
But are you talking? பேசினா are you talking in
Yeah, next question. In half wave rectification, input frequency 60 hertz ஆ இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, what is the output frequency? It is going to be 30, sure? Yes, why is it 30?
சரி அப்புறம் என்ன பாட்டா
One part of the wave only rectified, sir.
Correct.
ரெஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த
So,
லீவ்ல
when a half wave rectifier, you know that what we are doing. So, when you give an input frequency of 60 hertz, so the output frequency is going to be
அந்த பையன் நம்ம பண்ணிக்க
rectified. So, so it is going to get rectified. So, now what is going to happen?
வேற ஏதாவது கோயில்
உங்களுக்கு வந்து peak. So, நமக்கு வந்து you can see that there is a peak waveform. So, which peak? Only half of the peaks would come. So, complete cycle is not being rectified. Rather, it is only half of them.
ஜனவரி 20 பேர் வந்து
But one thing, don't you think output frequency will be same as input frequency? Or it is going to change?
22 வருவாங்க. கொஞ்சம் ஆட் டைம் அப்போ ஆமா 500 rupees per இன்னைக்கு
அது மட்டும் எனக்கு யோசிச்சு சொல்லுங்க.
Same, sir.
It will be same, right? See, உங்க output frequency and the input frequency is going to be same thing. Rectification மா உங்களுக்கு அந்த peak output அந்த waveform மட்டும் தான் உங்களுக்கு affect ஆகுதே ஒழிய is the frequency going to get compromised?
மனிஷ் 2500 1500
Okay.
போன மாசம்
Not really.
ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்கு
So the answer here the answer is 60 hertz தான். So
கேட்கல
you will get 60 hertz only. Only the waveform you will be having alternate waveforms coming up. It's not going to be a continuous waveform. That's it. So that is basically the idea that you should be having. Okay,
டெஸ்ட் மெட்டீரியல்
fine. So I'll move on to the next one.
யார் வரலன்னு எந்த கிளாஸ் வேணா எடுத்துருவேன். கெமிஸ்ட்ரி வரலையா எடுத்துருவேன், பிசிக்ஸ் வரலையா, பயாலஜி வரலையா எடுத்துருவேன், எது வந்தாலும் மேத்ஸ் வரலையா எடுத்துருவேன். வராத நாள் நமக்கு கொஞ்சம் வந்து தெரியுமில்ல, அந்த வந்து ஒன் கிளாஸை மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பட் கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 1 hour அட்வான்ஸ் சொல்லணும். இவன் ஒரு கிட்ஸ் பையன் கொஞ்சம் சரியாக சொல்ல மாட்டான். சின்ன யங்ஸ்டர் அப்படி தான் இருக்காங்க.
Okay. This is the next question. If the initial tension of a stretched string is doubled, so tension வந்து double பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்னா, what is the ratio of initial and final speeds of the transverse wave of the string? So if tension வந்து நீங்க double பண்ணீங்கன்னா, what's going to happen to the ratio of initial and final speeds? That's the question. So what is the relationship? Relationship between velocity of transverse wave and time and so on so forth. I mean tension, velocity and tension or the relationship solunga for a transverse wave.
Root of t by mu.
Root of? Correct, t by mu. Perfect. So first one the initial வந்து என்ன சொல்றாங்க, you can take it as root of t by mu. Final வந்து you take it as double. You double the tension. So t இடத்துல நீங்க 2t ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். So 2t by mu வருமா? Root of 2t by mu. So initial upon final பண்ணீங்கன்னா என்ன ஆகும்?
1 is to root 2.
Correct. tt cancel ஆயிடும். mu mu cancel ஆயிடும். அதுக்கப்புறம் what is left? I think root 2. Okay, 2 will remain. So I think 1 by root 2. So
Yes, sir.
yes, 1 divided by root 2 is what will remain. இல்லையா? நீங்க work out பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will be getting 1 by root 2. So the answer is 1 is to root 2. Option 3.
3.
Yeah. Answer is third one. So you use the relationship v is equal to under root of t by mu. So moving on to the next question. Yeah, here it came. The next question. ரெண்டு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க 10 kg and 20 kg. They are connected to two ends of a rigid rod of length 10 meters with negligible mass. What is the distance of center of mass of the system from the 10 kg mass? So first இதை வந்து depict பண்ணுங்க. So go for depiction and then you go for center of mass formula substitution. So இதை நீங்க depict பண்ணீங்கன்னா how is the figure going to look? Because அவங்களே rod அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. Okay, so this is how it is going to look. Rod of length 10 meters ஒரு axisல எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So along x axis. If you take can't you find out what is the center of mass coordinates? Use a formula and you need to find out what is the center of mass. தெரியும் இல்லையா? So for x and center of mass for x and for y, substitute and find out. So substitute பண்ணீங்கன்னா what do you get?
Second option, sir.
m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get, what is the answer you are getting?
Second option, sir.
Second option, perfect. So you will get 20 by 3. 200 by 30 வரும். Cancel பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get 20 by 3. Good. That is the answer. So answer is option 2. Very nice. So moving on to the next question. So here comes the next question. Yes, the question is on the screen. If a soap bubble expands, the pressure inside the bubble. So what will happen to the pressure inside the soap bubble? This is the question. So pressure, what is excess pressure inside soap bubble? அந்த ஒரு formula தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். சரிங்களா? So change in pressure. Correct. 4T upon R is the formula. So இங்க வந்து is it going to increase or is it going to decrease? So இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is going to decrease. That what you said is correct. So it is going to decrease, isn't it? So that is what will happen as per the relationship. Delta P is 4T upon R, and you can see it is going to be, the relationship is inverse relationship with R. So therefore, as R is going to increase, P is going to decrease. Okay. So answer is option 1, first one. Okay, good. So moving on to the next part. Here comes the next question. Yeah, the angle between electric lines of force and equipotential surface is, what is the angle அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. ஸோ நம்ம எந்த ஒரு ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் இங்கே? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூனிட் தான் எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக்ஸில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்ட். ஸோ do you remember what is the relationship that we can use? E is equal to minus dv by dr. இதை நீங்கள் கிராஸ் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get dv is equal to minus E dot dr. Do you remember that formula? So on the formula we can use. Yeah, அது யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா for equipotential surface, what is the basic criteria for equipotential surface? Is there any change in potential for equipotential surface? No. So dv, totally dv is 0. dv இருக்கிற இடத்துல 0 போட்டுருங்க. So if you put 0, don't you think minus E dr cos theta should be equal to 0? So cos theta technically 0. 0 by something is 0. So if cos theta is 0, what is theta? Cos inverse of 0, which is
90 degree.
90 or pi by 2 radians. Okay, so the answer is 90. So option 3, formula based da idu. So answer is option 3. As so on the formula also I will just give it to you. dv is equal to minus E dot dr into cos theta. Okay, and for equipotential surface, dv is equal to 0. Hence, cos theta is 0. That implies theta is 90 degrees. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Yes, here the next question is on the screen. Two monochromatic lights of frequency nu and nu by 2 are incident on a photoelectric metal. Their stopping potential becomes Vs by 2 and Vs respectively. Then the threshold frequency for this metal is. So what would be the threshold frequency? Another question. So what will be the threshold frequency of the metal?
3 by 2 mu.
Yes, it is 3 by 2 mu or 3 nu by 2. So relationship நம்ம இங்க யூஸ் பண்ணணும். So what is the relationship that we can use? புது stopping potential, because it is Vs by 2, you can write E into Vs by 2 is equal to h nu minus h nu naught, isn't it? So in terms of work function of the metal minus, so அந்த relationship நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம். So for அந்த ரெண்டு equations நீங்க ரிலேட் பண்ணி ஆகணும், அவ்வளவுதான். So first for the first one, For Vs by 2 நீங்க expression எப்படி எழுதுவீங்க? So you will write EVs by 2 is equal to h nu minus h nu naught, and second one for Vs just EVs is equal to h nu by 2 minus h nu naught. So stopping potential on the relationship that we are using. Okay, that is nothing but from kinetic energy you will get it, isn't it? So kinetic energy is E into Vs. So we are expressing in terms of that. Adukapram you are going to equate both of them. You equate both of them and you are going to rearrange. You will get mu naught is equal to 3 nu by 2. Good. What is the expression we get? So answer is option 4. So pathina everything, most of them are formula based. So the questions are, so formulas are quite very important. So I hope neenga chapter wise formulas ellame note down panni vechirpinga nambren. So you brush up all the formulas and the relationship between the quantities, physical quantities of the formulas that you are learning. Otherwise that is itself more than sufficient. So you have to do that first and then you go for practicing the questions. That will definitely help. So that is the basic approach. So you never, உங்களுக்கு அந்த fear-ஏ வேண்டாம். So it's very easy. So just learn the formulas, write the formulas without seeing. அதுவே போதுமானது. So moving on to the next question. Yeah, here comes the next question. Bringing it on the screen. Yeah, here we come. Right. So the ratio of the radius of gyration of a thin uniform disk about an axis passing through its center and normal to its plane to the radius of gyration of a disk about the diameter is. Okay. So it is relation. It is with respect to the radius of gyration of being sonona. This is coming from the chapter system of particles and rotational motion, grade 11 topic. So just try pannunga. So what is the moment of inertia of a rotating disk? Neenga andha oru formula if you can recall and relate it with radius of gyration, it will be great. So that is what you will have to be doing here. Okay, along the axis and along the center. Avladha. Center axis pass ஆகி அது rotate ஆச்சுனா disk அதோட moment of inertia என்ன, அதோட related radius of gyration what would it be. Same way if it is an axis passing diametrically அதுக்கும் வந்து you have a formula. What is moment of inertia for that and what is the radius of gyration for that also. So what is the first case radius of gyration? When it is passing, when the axis of rotation is passing to the center of the disk. What will be the radius of gyration? So k is equal to or k1 எடுத்துக்கலாம், which is equal to r by root 2 வரும். சரிங்களா? ஏன்னா moment of inertia வந்து for the axis passing through the center of the disk is mr square by 2 தானே. So அதை substitute பண்ணுங்க and you simplify it. You will get r by root 2. What is radius of gyration formula? Under root of moment of inertia upon upon m, mass of the entire system. Substitute it. Avladhan. I upon m, root of I upon m, and I is mr square by 2. Substitute panningana what you will get? You would eventually get r upon root 2. Adhe mari if it is passing through the diameter, so in that case it is mr square by 4 moment of inertia. So what will be radius of gyration? It will be r by 2. Seringla. So first case divided by second case radius of gyration ratio of kandupidichingana you will get the answer. R by root 2 divided by r by 2, what will you get? R will get cancelled off. Correct, you will get root 2 is to 1. Okay. That's all. So which is second one? Option 2. Avladhan. So ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் தான் இதுவும். நீங்க அங்க what we are doing அப்படி நீங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சாலே போதும். So இப்போ நான் வந்து just mindல தான் I calculate. So you understand what is the formula for moment of inertia, find out what is radius of gyration, then take the ratio of both the cases. Ratio of first case where axis is passing through the center and second case axis passing diametrically. You divide both of them, you will get the answer. So answer is option 2 here. So moving on to the next question. Yes, here comes the next question. The peak voltage of an AC source is equal to the value of supplied
RMS
voltage.
value of
Yes. What's the answer? RMS?
RMS value of day.
Okay, RMS value of the AC source. Okay. But what is the formula for RMS value? VRMS is nothing but V naught by root 2. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Inge, what is peak relation with RMS and கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So don't you think it is root 2 times the RMS value? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
ஸோ ரொம்ப சீக்கிரம் வந்து நமக்கு முடிவெடுக்கக்கூடாது. ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் வெயிட், ரைட் ஆன் தி ஃபார்முலா, தென் யூ ரீஅரேஞ்ச் அண்ட் தென் கம் ஃபார் அ கன்க்ளூஷன். சம்டைம்ஸ் வி ஆர் சோ ஓவர் கான்ஃபிடென்ட் தட் வி டென் டு கிவ் த ராங் ஆன்சர். சரிங்களா? கொஞ்சம் நிறுத்தி நிதானமா நீங்க அந்த ஃபார்முலா எழுதுங்க. உங்க கொஸ்டின் என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க? வாட் இஸ் த பீக் வோல்டேஜ் ஆஃப் த ஏசி சோர்ஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு? ஸோ பீக் இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் RMS is what is expected here. So peak value is equal to root 2 times RMS value. Okay, so the answer is option 3 and not 2. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Here comes the next one, the next question. Okay, the energy that will be ideally radiated by a 100 kilowatt transmitter in 1 hour. Okay, இங்க 107 அப்படின்னு வந்திருக்கு. It's actually 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 7 அப்படி. So 10 to the power 5, அப்புறம் 10 to the power 5. சரிங்களா? எல்லாமே 10 to the power தான். The exponent of the power has not come. So I have put the exponent symbol. Now you can answer. So what will we do here? What is the relation நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? இங்க பவர் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க क्वेश्चनல, அதுக்கப்புறம் radiated by a 100 kilowatt transmitter in 1 hour. So power is given, time is given. Can't you find out energy? Direct relationship. What is that? Energy is power into time. Then அந்த ரிலேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி எனக்கு ஆன்சர் சொல்லுங்க. ஈஸி தான். Yes, so what will be the answer?
Option 1, sir.
Option 1. Correct. Power into time, you do the multiplication, you will get option 1. So it's in the mari varum. Okay, so I just typed it off. Good. So the answer is option 1. Okay, move on to the next question. Yes, here is the next question. In a Young's double slit experiment, that is YDSC, a student observes 8 fringes in a certain segment of screen when a monochromatic light of 600 nanometer wavelength is used. If wavelength of light is changed to 400 nanometers, then the number of fringes he would observe in the same region is. So by changing the wavelength, what is going to happen to the number of fringes is what is the question. ரெண்டு கேஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. The first case is having, you can see that the wavelength is quite higher than the second case. So what's going to happen to the number of fringes which are observed in a certain region? Okay, for 400 nanometers. 600 nanometers get the fringe na, 400 nanometers for the fringes. So use the relationship and get me the answer. Fringe oda formula, fringe width oda formula, I hope உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். Beta is equal to lambda d upon d. Lambda into capital D upon small d. சரிங்களா? That அந்த ஒரு relationship தான். So use that relation, then get the answer. number of fringes number வேணா you can take it as n. So n போட்டுக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா n lambda d by d அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். So first case வந்து is 8 times n is 8. So second case you should find out what is n. So டைரக்டாவே நீங்க ரிலேட் பண்ணலாமே. So n times beta 1 is equal to n times beta 2. I mean lambda 1 is equal to n times lambda 2, not beta, sorry, lambda. And all other things remain same. உங்களுக்கு அந்த slit, distance between slit and screen, so அதெல்லாம் that is the same thing. So that will get cancelled off. And the d by d வந்து cancel ஆயிடும் எப்படி இருந்தாலும். So 8 into lambda 1 is equal to n into lambda 2. So what is n?
Option 4, 12.
Correct. You will get 12. So I hope you have worked it out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இதுதான், this is how you work it out. Cancel out பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு n வந்து 12 வரும். So the answer is option 4. சரி, moving on to the next one. I hope you understood this logic. Quite simple. Directly relate பண்ணி you can find out what is the answer. சரி, here we go to the next one. Next question is on the screen. Yeah, here's the next question. A square loop of side 1 meter and resistance 1 ohm is placed in a magnetic field of 0.5 Tesla. Magnetic field கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, resistance also is given and side of the loop is also given. If the plane of the loop is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, then what is the magnetic flux associated with the loop? Easy தான். So try பண்ணி விட்டு சொல்லுங்க எனக்கு what you will do. They have given you a hint that the plane of the loop is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic.
Weber.
Okay. So phi is equal to PA B bar dot A bar. So அந்த relationship தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். So என்ன ஆன்சர் வருது?
0.5 Weber.
Correct. 0.5 Weber. 0.5 into 1 square. ஏன்னா square அப்படிங்கிறதுனால 1 into 1 is 1 square. So answer is 0.5 Weber. Very good. So option 2. Sherry, here we go to the next model. Yes, here's the next question on the screen. Two resistors of resistance 100 ohms and 200 ohms are connected in parallel in an electric circuit. The ratio of thermal energy developed in 100 ohms to that of 200 ohms in a given time is. So what is the ratio of the thermal energy is the question. That is nothing but அவங்க பவரை தான் ரிலேட் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. Thermal energy na you need not get confused. Okay, you can take it as power dissipated. So what is the ratio of power dissipation in first circuit with respect to the second one? So P1 by P2 is what you should find out. Okay. To calculate and get the answers. So what relation can we use? Power has got 3 formulas. Which formula do you think would be better in this case?
V into I.
You want to use V into I. Okay, but I we don't have. Current we don't have. How will you do it? Current வந்து definitely same இருக்கிற chance இல்லை. ரெண்டு சர்க்யூட்லுமே obviously the current will change because resistance is changing. So we cannot use that formula. What is the other formula? VI is one formula. இன்னும் ரெண்டு இருக்கே.
E by T.
E by T இல்ல எனர்ஜி நமக்கு தெரியாது. P is equal to VI ஒன்று, இன்னொன்று வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா I ஸ்கொயர் Rன்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஃபார்முலா இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் V ஸ்கொயர் பை Rன்னு சொல்லி இன்னொரு ஃபார்முலா இருக்கு. ஓம்ஸ் லாவே சப்ஸ்டிட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get all these formulas. Okay, so we cannot use VI because current is not known. I square R again cannot be used, we don't know current. So therefore third formula which is independent of current, that is V square by R, அது நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். Okay, ஏன்னா potential is the same, you are not changing the potential. The source, potential source வந்து அதே source தான். ஓகே, ஏன் அதே சோர்ஸா இருக்கும் இல்லைன்னா பொட்டன்ஷியல் ஏன் சேமா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா they are connected in parallel. அது கூட one of the reasons, because in parallel combination what is same, potential difference across each resistor is same, but current will be different. ஏன்னா branch ஆறதுனால the current is going to get distributed, isn't it, as per the Kirchhoff laws. So ratio of power is what you will have to find out. So P is equal to V square by R. So P1 is V square by R1. P2 வந்து V square by R2 அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கோங்க. V square அப்படி இருந்தாலும் கேன்சல் ஆக போறது. So what is the answer?
2:1.
Correct. 200 by 100 தான், which is nothing but 2:1 or 2 by 1. Very good. So the answer is 2:1. So the answer option 2. ஓகேங்களா? Good. So moving on to the next one. Okay, here comes the next question. Yes. A body of mass 60 grams experiences a gravitational force of 3 newtons when placed at a particular point. Okay. The magnitude of gravitational field intensity at that point is. So what will be the gravitational field intensity? That is the question. மாஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, கிராவிடேஷனல் ஃபீல்ட் இன்டென்சிட்டி கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ எந்த ஃபார்முலா we can use? F is equal to, very simple, F equal to, yes சொல்லுங்க, what you are trying to say is right.
GM1 M2 by R.
GM1 M, oh எது காம்ப்ளிகேட் பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க? It's not, they are not asking what is universal gravitational constant கேட்கல. They are asking what is gravitational field intensity. A small g தான், F is equal to M into G. They are asking what is G for the given case, what would be G? It's a question. சரிங்களா? Might not be same. Based on the question we are answering. Okay.
Yeah.
So convert grams to kilograms. 60 grams அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து 60 into 10 power minus 3 ன்னு எழுதிக்கலாம். Force all obviously in newtons, you can take it as it is. So rearrange for G. F equal to mg na what is G? F by m, F upon m, F upon n பண்ணி எனக்கு ஆன்சர் சொல்லுங்க. So 3 newtons upon that 60 grams converted to kilograms, you should substitute and tell me the answer. This is a simple question. So how much you're getting?
0.05. 0.05.
Are you sure you're getting 0.05? 3 into 1000 by 60 தான வருது. So 0 cancel.
ஒரு வேர்ட் ஃபுல்லா பேசல, ஒரு வேர்ட்
2s are 50. I think you're getting 50, no? Just check.
He has got lot of respect for me and mummy. I tell you the kind of respect they have, unimaginable. நாங்கள் இங்கேருந்து ஈரோடு போனப்போ அவங்க தம்பி அது முதல் நாள் நைட் அவர்
You
போயிட்டு
must be getting 50, 50. 10 power 3. Okay.
வாழ்க்கையில் ரொம்ப
You should calculate 3 divided by,
இந்த இதை பற்றி
and the 60 grams வந்து kilograms convert நீங்க பண்ணலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Only if you don't convert, you will get 0.05. If you convert to kg, you are getting 50, no? 3 divided by 60 into 10 to the power minus 3. Minus 3 மேல வந்துச்சுன்னா plus 3 ஆகும். Then you go for cancellation. So you must be getting 50, no? 50.
from various countries.
Okay. So option 2 தான் correct.
Various countries.
சரிங்களா?
See the kind of work we do.
Answer is option 2.
நேற்று ஒருத்தர் சிங்கப்பூருக்கு வந்திருந்தார். நான் had a breakfast with him.
This question is quite simple only, nothing to complicate here. So moving on to the next one.
ஏன் கட் பண்ணேன் அவரோட ஆடியோ ஏன் கட் பண்ணேன் அவனோட ஆடியோ இருக்கட்டும் நான் இதுக்கு ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்
அது ஆகிட்டு தான் இருக்கும்.
இல்லை ஆடியோ வராது
Yeah, here is the next question. A light ray falls on a glass surface of refractive index 3 at an angle of 60 degrees. Okay. The angle between the refracted and the reflected rays would be, what is the
90
angle?
degree. 90 degree.
90 degree. Okay, are you sure it is 90 degree?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So how did you get the answer?
Tan P is equal to M.
Very good. And the relation here. Good. So we know that I is equal to tan inverse of 5p. So you will be getting the relationship. You will get the answer as 90. Perfect. Okay. Great. So answer is option 3 in this case. Move on to the next one.
இதெல்லாம் 1.2K வீடியோஸ் 1200 வீடியோஸ் அது பசங்க இப்போ இது படிக்கிறாங்க எழுதுறாங்க இது முடிச்ச உடனே ஒரு ½ அன் ஹவரில் போட்டுருவோம் அது வேணுங்கிற
Yes, here comes the next question.
ஒரு உதாரணம் சொல்லுங்க இந்த வீடியோ வர நீ
I'll
காலையில்
give you the options. Meanwhile, you go through the question.
311 பேர் பார்க்குறாங்க வீடியோ இப்போ 406 பேர் ஒரு வீடியோ 91 பேர் அது மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு கோர்ஸ் பற்றி ஒவ்வொரு அதெல்லாம் நான் போட்டுருவேன் 1200 வீடியோ இப்போ இதே வந்து ரேஷனலைசேஷன் பண்ணுறது குவிக் சர்ச் எல்லாம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒருத்தர் எனக்கு சிங்கப்பூர்லேருந்து ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறேன்னு இருக்காரு 1200 வீடியோவே இப்போ ஏதோ இந்த பிளேலிஸ்ட்டில் இருக்கு இல்லையா அது எதோ இங்கெல்லாம் என்னென்னமோ பண்ணி எதோ ஆப் மாதிரி பண்ணுவாங்க என்னமோ எனக்கு தெரியாது அதெல்லாம் அது பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒருத்தர் இப்போ ரெடியாக இருக்காரு ஒரு மொபைல் ஆப் பண்ணி கொடுத்து அவுட் என்டர் அப்படிங்கிறது சரி இவங்க எழுதுறாங்க இல்லையா இவனோட கோர்ஸ் ஒன்று காமிக்கிறது நல்ல எடுக்கும் கிளாஸ் அதாவது இந்த
Yeah.
எஸ்டிமேட் கிளாஸ்
When light propagates through a material medium of relative permittivity epsilon naught r and relative permeability mu r, and the velocity of light v is given by c, so what is the relationship, correct relationship? Electromagnetic waves now. So there is a direct formula itself. If you can remember the formula, you can directly answer. ரெண்டுத்தையுமே நம்ம ரிலேட் பண்ணணும் அவ்வளவுதான்.
Option 4, sir.
Yes, option 4 is where v is equal to c by square root of epsilon naught r times mu r. That's right. So that's formula. That you have a direct relationship also. So you remember the formula, it's very easy for us. We need not derive on this part. Even derivation also will not take that much time. It's pretty simple only. Yeah. So answer is option 4. Great. Next question on the screen. Two hollow conducting spheres of radii r1 and r2, wherein r1 is much greater than r2, have equal charges. Then the potential. What is the potential?
More on smaller sphere.
It is more on smaller sphere. Okay, why is it more on smaller sphere?
Potential and the radius are inversely proportional.
Perfect. The potential is inversely that is proportional to the radius. Okay. ஏன்னா ஃபார்முலா வந்து v is equal to k cube by r தானே. ஸோ ஆப்வியஸ்லி k q எல்லாம் சேம் தான். கான்ஸ்டன்ட் into constant is also a constant. So v is inversely proportional to r. So greater the radius, lesser will be the potential. So answer is option 2. Perfect.
1 hour 19 minutes எடுத்துக்கலாம் அன்னைக்கு. 1.5 hours இருக்கும்.
So moving on to the next question.
இது மாதிரி போடுறோம். we take என்னென்ன கிளாஸ் சரி என்னென்ன எடுக்கிறோம்னா நீட்டு ஆக்சுவலாக இப்போ நீட் தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு அதிகமாக. நீட்டு
Yeah, here it is. The next question. Yes. A copper wire of length 10 meter and radius 10 to the power minus 2 upon root pi meters has an electric resistance of 10 ohms. The current density in the wire for an electric field strength of 10 volt per meter is. Okay, they have given you the length of the wire, radius of the wire is specified, resistance of the wire is given, and they have given you the electric field strength of the wire. So given the following data, you will have to find out what is the current density.
உங்கள்கிட்ட வந்து நான் கிளாஸ் எடுக்க நான் கொடுத்து
Okay.
வச்சுருக்கேன். நீ tell me, give me whatever you want. Even if you don't give
So relate பண்ணுங்க and then get the
அது மாதிரி
answer.
Total we have 10 teachers. Manishi, Nivedita, Annapurni, Radhakrishnan, Gauri, Ramesh Kumar, Kesamurthy. அதாவது பாரு ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகுது.
So current density formula in terms of electric field and conductivity I think உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். J is equal to E into sigma. அந்த ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சிக்மா கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். சிக்மா வந்து இஸ் ரெசிப்ரோக்கல் ஆஃப் ரெசிஸ்டிவிட்டி. ஸோ 1 by rho. ரோ கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ ரோ ஃபார்முலா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஐ திங்க் யூ நோ ஆர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ரோ எல் பை ஏ. அதை ரீஅரேஞ்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா யூ வில் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வாட் இஸ் ரோ. தென் ஆல்சோ யூ கேன் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வாட் இஸ் யூனோ conductivity. Once you find resistivity, finding conductivity is easier. Then you find out current density relation with electric field. Okay, so that's how you will go for a correlation. So other relate பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get the answer. So conductivity is length upon product of resistance and area of cross section. So length electric field divided by radius times area will give you current density J.
So how to find area?
Okay, area you will find out using the formula pi r square. Area of cross section, no, you have r, pi r square. Relationship. Area of cross section of a wire is pi r square, circular area of cross section. Okay, that is the formula you will use.
சார் இந்த கொஸ்டினை பார்த்தோன்னே சர்க்கிள் அப்படின்னு எப்படின்னு சொல்லுங்க.
வயர்னாலே உங்களுக்கு ஏரியா ஆஃப் கிராஸ் செக்ஷன் சர்க்கிள் தானே. வயர் எடுத்து கட் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிரான்ஸ்வர்ஸ் கிராஸ் செக்ஷன் அது எந்த ஷேப்ல இருக்கு? சர்க்கிள் ஷேப்ல தானே இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? இட் இஸ் சர்க்கிள் ஒன்லி பை டிஃபால்ட். இட் இஸ் சர்க்கிள். ஓகே, யா. ஸோ அந்த ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் தான் இங்க வர மாட்டேங்குது, அந்த டிவைடட் பை எல்லாம். ஸோ ஐ ஷோ யூ த ஸ்டெப்ஸ் which are there. I'll just show you how it is. And the data and they are bringing the relationship which you must be knowing. So I will show you.
Sir, option 4 10 power 5.
Okay. In the mari there we are bringing the relationship. 10 power 5 தான். So I think this much is enough. So once you got this, you will directly get the answer. L length இருக்கு, electric field இருக்கு, radius இருக்கு, area இருக்கு. So நீங்க டைரக்டா டிவைட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get the answer. Okay, substitute and simplify, you will get the answer. So answer is option 4. Good. Okay, moving on to the next question. I hope this part is clear. Here comes the next question. The displacement time graph, dt graph of two moving particles making an angle of 30 and 45 with x-axis as shown. The ratio of their respective velocity is. So what is the ratio of their velocity? நீங்க ஸ்லோப் or gradient formula யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா கூட உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்துரும். So I hope you guys know how to find out the gradient, right, or slope. இங்க angle கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So அதுக்கு தகுந்தாப்புல you will have to find out. That's it. So what we did, we applied tan relationship. It relates displacement upon time relationship, which gives you the velocity. Simple. So 1 is to root 3. So move on to the next question. So here comes the next question. Yes. Let T1 and T2 be the energy of an electron in the first and second excited states of hydrogen atoms. Okay. According to the Bohr's model of the atom, the ratio of T1 is to T2. What would be the ratio? Is the question. So நம்ம எனர்ஜியை வந்து ரிலேட் பண்ணி ஆகணும். So what is the relationship that we can use?
13.6 n square base.
Correct. So generalize பண்ணீங்கன்னா you can write E naught is equal to E into n square on the relationship தான். So n வந்து for first excited state வந்து what will be the value of n? N value will be 2. For second you have to increment by 1. So it will be 3. So அது வந்து நீங்க ரிலேட் பண்ணுங்க. So T1 by T2. So T1 வந்து you can write E naught by 4. ஏன்னா 2 square அப்படிங்கிறதுனால. So I will get E naught by 4 divided by T2 வந்து E naught by 3 square. That is 9. E naught cancel. So you will be getting 9 upon 4 வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, you correctly do the reciprocal. I think you should be getting 9 is to 4. Okay, So answer is option has to be 4. Let me just check once. I just did a oral calculation. Yeah, it is correct. 9 is to 4. So I'll type it here. சரிங்களா உங்களுக்கு அந்த formula also I will show you directly. You can use it there. So இந்த relation நீங்க டைரக்டா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, for solving this question. Moving on to the next question. Yes, next question again matching. With list 1 you should match with list 2. Dimension formulas have been given. So you have to match the physical quantities in list 1 with the dimensional formulas in list 2. ஒரு ரெண்டு இது வந்து கண்டுபிடிங்க, then you can go for an odd man out. So you can find out 2, then you can choose. So universal gravitational constant, I think you know the value, the dimensional formula. M minus 1 L3 T minus 2 நினைக்கிறேன். So A has to be 2 தான். 3 ஆப்ஷன்ல 2 இருக்கு. அடுத்தது B கண்டுபிடிங்க. Gravitational potential energy. MGH relationship directly use பண்ணலாம். G is nothing but meters per second square. So L upon T square. H வந்து again L தான். So L into L square T power minus 2 நினைக்கிறேன். So M L square T power minus 2. So I think B is going to be option 4. So B having option 4. Again you have to choose between 2 and 3. Go to C. So C வந்து என்னது? C is gravitational potential
1. L square T power.
ஆமா. L square L times T to the power minus 2. Correct. So answer is option 2 தான். So go with that method of elimination or odd man out method. So answer is option 2. Okay.
Sir, gravity intensity of formula is sir.
Gravitational intensity, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So அதுக்கு வந்து it is the ratio of force upon mass. Okay. So F equal to mg. So obviously g தான் அது. So it is nothing but g. Acceleration due to gravity இருக்கு இல்லையா? Same thing. The same units. So it is going to be g only because F is equal to mg ன்னு எழுதிக்கலாம் இல்ல. So gravitational intensity is nothing but the force acting per unit mass. F upon m, which is g. So g ஓட யூனிட் வந்து meters per second square தானே. நம்ம சொல்லும் போதே அது acceleration due to gravity ன்னு தான் சொல்றோம். So meters per second square, அதனால தான் it is L into T power minus 2. Is it clear?
Okay, yes, sir, understood.
Yeah. Next question. Two pendulums of length 121 and 100 centimeters start vibrating in phase. At some instant, the two are at their mean position in the same phase. Or instantly, it is at the mean position for the given same phase. then the minimum number of vibrations of the shorter pendulum after which the two are again in phase at the mean position is. What are they asking is the minimum number of vibrations for the shorter, after which again it is going to be at phase. So என்ன நம்ம relation இங்க யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் to solve this question? The relation with time period, you are having the length, time period length. What is the relation between time period and length of a simple pendulum? That formula only we will use.
2 pi into root of
Correct. 2 pi under root of L by G. அதுதான் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஆகணும். ஸோ அதை யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க and you will have to get the relationship for number of vibrations. So அந்த ஒரு relation plus number of vibrations வந்து நீங்க you can assume let number of vibrations be n1 for first pendulum, let it be n2 for second pendulum அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகேங்களா? So n1 into t1 is equal to n2 into t2. t1 வந்து 2 pi under root of L1 by G. அதே மாதிரி L2 by G. So அது வந்து relate பண்ணீங்கன்னா can't you find out what is n2 by n1? Isn't it? You find that, you will get the answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So என்ன எவ்வளவு வருது நீங்க simplify பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா 121 is also a square number, 100 is also a square number, comes out of the root. 11 square I think 121, 100 is 10 square. So you will get the answer directly. 2 pi 2 pi எப்படி இருந்தாலும் cancel ஆக தான் போகுது. So what is n2 by n1? Anybody? n2 வந்து is number of vibrations for the shorter pendulum or for the longer pendulum.
11 by 10.
Correct, 11 by 10. So what is the answer? n2 by n1 is 11 by 10.
10.
So answer is going to be
10.
yeah. So it is going to be 10. Is it 10? One second. Let me also work out. So n1 is okay. Shorter pendulum after which the two are again in phase abdina is it is going to be 11 only, no? n2 by n1 is what is what you're getting as 11 divided by 10. Okay, so answer has to be 11. You just check on that. Okay. Okay, அந்த ஒரு relationship யூஸ் பண்ணி நீங்க சால்வ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get the answer. சரி, moving. Yes, here comes the next question. A ball is projected with a velocity of 10 meters per second at an angle of 60 degrees with the vertical direction. Its speed at the highest point of its trajectory will be. So at highest point, what is the speed is the question. All of them are in units meters per second. Okay, well, I'm just putting it. First one is 0 meters per second. Second one is 5 root 3 meters per second. Third one is 5 meters per second. And fourth one is 10 meters per second. Okay, so which is the answer? So velocity of projection is given. Angle is also given. அப்புறம் ஆங்கிள் வந்து வித் வெர்டிகல் தான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ பி கேர்ஃபுல் வித் தட். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் தி ஆன்சர்? vertical order 60 degrees அப்படினா it is with the y axis, but you should find with respect to x axis இல்லையா? So what is the answer? It will be 10 cos of 90 minus theta to be done, which is cos of 90 minus 60, you will get 30. So 10 cos 30 வந்து
10/2.
cos 30 half கிடையாதே, root 3 by 2 தானே வரும்.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cos 60 is half. Cos 30 has to be root 3 by 2. Just check. Okay. So 10 into root 3 by 2, 2 and 10 you can cancel off. So it becomes 5. So the answer is 5 root 3. Okay. So option
2.
2. So here we go to the next one. Here comes the next question. Yes. 2-point charges minus q and plus q are placed at distance of L as shown in the figure. What is the electric field intensity and distance of R when an R is much greater than L? If it's much greater than R, what is the condition? I think you know it is a dipole, right? So it's electric field due to equatorial line or axial line?
Axial line.
Correct. Axial line ஓட formula தான். அந்த formula தெரிஞ்சா direct ஆ இதை answer பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். So what is the formula for electric field due to dipole, in axial line of dipole?
1/4 pi epsilon naught into 2p by r cube.
Correct. Which is nothing but k into 2p by r cube. Okay. Simple. So electric field is inversely proportional to cube of that distance, right? R cube. Isn't it? So then what will be the answer?
Option 2.
Correct. Answer is option 2. Okay. Now, here's the next question. A big circular coil of 1000 turns, n வந்து 1000, radius is 10 meters, is rotating about its horizontal diameter of 2 radians per second. If vertical component of Earth's magnetic field at that place is 2 into 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla, and electrical resistance of the coil is 12.56 ohms, then maximum induced current in the coil will be. So what will be the value of maximum induced current in the coil? Yeah. They have given you a number of turns, they have given you the radius. Angular velocity is also specified. Value of magnetic field, Earth's magnetic field is also given for that particular region. And resistance is also given. So we have to find out what is the induced current. So what formula can we use? I is equal to, from Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. V is nothing but
F sir.
E is nothing but, you can write in terms of the induced value of voltage. So you need to write that relationship and find out. So in the relationship தான் டைரக்டா யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். I is equal to, I max is equal to E max upon R, NBA omega. That relationship to be used. So there substitute பண்ணுங்க, simplify and get the answer. E is equal to minus d phi by dt in சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, that relationship only. Using the Fleming's rule, get in the relationship, and for magnetic field we get the relationship. E is equal to minus d phi by dt. Phi is BA cos theta, differentiate பண்ணீங்கன்னா sin வரும். So அங்கிருந்து we got this relationship. So substitute all the values you have. Substitute, what would be the answer? Thousand into 2 into 10 power minus 5 into R. R வந்து is அப்படியே போடக்கூடாது, pi r square போடணும். ஓகேவா? So pi into r square. So pi into 10 square into 2 radians per second, அந்த omega 2 divided by 12.56. Okay.
1
Correct. You will get 1 ampere. Yes. Correctா substitute பண்ணி simplify பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you will get answer as 1 ampere. Good. One ampere is option 2. Sorry, 3. Okay. Okay, so that is how we do this question. That's the method to solve this question. Now go to the next one. Yeah, here comes the next question. The volume occupied by molecules contained in 4.5 kilograms water at STP. STP na standard temperature and pressure. So if the intermolecular forces vanish away, is what is the question here? What will be the volume occupied by this much amount of water in STP if intermolecular forces vanish away? So ideal gas relation use பண்ணுங்க, யூஸ் பண்ணி அங்கிருந்து நீங்கள் வால்யூம் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். I think for standard temperature and pressure உங்களுக்கு I hope you know what is the value of temperature that you will take. So Kelvinல எடுத்துக்கணும். Standard unit of temperature is Kelvin. So அந்த value is 273 Kelvin. So temperature வந்து by default is 273. Ideal gas constant I know, I hope you know the value. So ideal gas constant ஓட value எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Okay, everything in standard units to be taken. Okay, so with that you take it. Pressure. Pressure is 1 atmosphere. Standard nave pressure you should take it as 1 atmosphere. That is 10 power 5 pascals. Okay, or Newton per meter square. So 10 power 5 pascals. So that is for pressure. Temperature is only 273 in solid. Number of moles. I think number of moles you know how to calculate. 4.5 mass upon molar mass. Okay, chemistry la irundhu ungalku and formula therinjirukkum. ஸோ மாஸ் பை மோலார் மாஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபார் வாட்டர் மாஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க 4.5 kg. கன்வெர்ட் கேஜி டு கிராம்ஸ், ஏன்னா மாஸ் வந்து ஃபார்முலா அக்செப்ட்ஸ் வேல்யூ ஒன்லி இன் கிராம்ஸ், இன் நாட் இன் கிலோகிராம்ஸ். ஸோ கன்வெர்ட் கேஜி டு கிராம்ஸ், ஓகே, இன்டூ 10^3 பண்ணிங்கன்னா முடிஞ்சது. டிவைடட் பை மோலார் மாஸ் ஆஃப் வாட்டர் மாலிக்யூல், ஐ திங்க் இட் இஸ் 18. ஓகே, டிவைடட் பை 18. Substitute பண்ணீங்கன்னா all these values, you will get the final answer. Okay, PV is equal to NRT, so V is equal to NRT upon P. You all how to create N, number of moles. R வந்து 8.3 you can take. Temperature is 273 Kelvin. Pressure is 10^5 pascals. So இதெல்லாம் substitute பண்ணி simplify பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get the answer. Okay, just substitute and get me the answer. Simplify it and tell me. Quite simple.
Option 3 sir, 5.6 into 10^-3.
Okay, option 3 you're getting 5.6 into 10^-3. Okay, 5.6 into 10^-3 are you getting? Because 5.6 meter cube itself, I'm getting if I'm putting in my calculator. Let's check.
Option 2.
Option 2, okay. Fine. I'm getting option 4. I'm getting 5.666. So 5.6 in எடுத்துக்கலாம். Option 4 is what I'm getting.
Kilo 10.
ஆமா, அது போடணும் இல்லையா? That's 10^3, 4.5 into 10^3 into 8.3 into 273 divided by 18 into 10^5. So இது simplify பண்ணா 5.6 something தான வருது.
Sir, pressure
In
18
terms of
into
pressure வந்து is 10^5 pascals.
okay sir.
ஆமா, அதனால தான் I think you are getting that difference அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, so you'll get 5.66 children. 5.66 னா நீங்க 5.6 னே எடுத்துட்டு போலாம். So 5.6 meter cube தான். Okay, the answer is option 4 for this. சரியா? One second, if you want I'll just give you the solution also, because I think you're having a doubt or something. Let me just go to that page. Wait, because இங்க வந்து எனக்கு key மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. I have not opened that solution. Okay, yeah, so this is the solution for this. So நான் சொன்ன மாதிரியே தான் ஐடியல் கேஸ் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் யூஸ் பண்ணி அப்படிதான் அவங்களும் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ சேம் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப். ஓகே, ஃபைன். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் how you solve this question. Okay, moving on. Yeah, here comes the next question. Capacitor. A capacitor of capacitance 900 picofarad is charged fully using a 100-volt battery. அது வந்து first figureல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay, and then it is disconnected from the battery and connected to another uncharged capacitor of the same capacitance, that is 900 picofarad. Now the question is, what is the electrostatic energy stored by the system B? First charge பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னொரு uncharged capacitor நம்ம அது கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணும்போது what is the electrostatic energy stored by the system? That is the question. Okay, so இதை ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. You just try it and then tell me What's the answer? Electrostatic potential energy, I think, half CV square. Yeah, half square. Okay. But நமக்கு V தேவை. What is what would be the potential? Is it which has to be 50? First case இல்ல, second case தான் அவங்க கேக்குறாங்க. Is divided by 2, which is 50 for each of them. So electrostatic potential energy combination வந்து பார்த்தாலே நம்ம சொல்லலாம். அது வந்து parallel combination, just C and there. So half CV square ல V வந்து 50. Even CV, this effective capacitance, because it's a combination of two capacitors in parallel அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, so parallel நீங்க ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண வேண்டாம். It is a direct addition. 100 1800. So half into 8 is I think 10 power minus 12 substitute into 50 square, 50 into 50 is simplify பண்ணீங்கன்னா so now correct. The answer is option 6 joules. Great. Fine. So that's how we first. So I hope we'll meet up in the next lecture. I don't know whether sir is uncle is here. Okay, I think he is there. Okay, so we'll wind up, children. So I hope it was useful. We have seen different types of questions and their approach how to solve. சரிங்களா, திரும்பி நம்ம நாளைக்கு இதே டைம்ல மீட் பண்ணுவோம்.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Manish.
So tomorrow also. Yeah.
Thank you, Manish.
Okay, uncle.
Thank you.